This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is a 6 p.m. Barbados Day update for Tuesday, May 13, 2014. I'm Kmar Jordan. Good evening. The Fernando Stewart government lays its case for the island's debt ceiling to be raised to a record $4 billion. Finance Minister Chris Sinclair piloted a resolution today asking Parliament to stamp its approval on the increase, which will be made through Treasury bills, tax reserve certificates and tax refund certificates. Mr. Sinclair told the House while no one likes to go to the capital market, the government has little choice at this time given its high fiscal deficit and the prevailing financial challenges. He adds the move will allow the government to finance its operations.
Government needs the cash. Government has an appetite because its deficit is too high and we have to bring that deficit down, and until such time as it comes down to a more sustainable level, we are going to be required to meet those, we're going to have to meet those requirements by borrowing on the markets.
Opposition Leader Mia Mottley has blasted the move, warning that it only puts the already troubled Barbados economy deeper into crisis. She adds it's the wrong message to send to the international credit rating agencies that are sure to further downgrade the island.
Mr. Speaker, what are we here today to approve? We are here today to approve short-term debt limits moving from $2.75 billion to $4 billion. This is giving alcohol to an alcoholic. This is throwing gasoline on a fire. This is the thing that will lead to a further downgrade in our credit ratings. According to Moody's, these are documents of this chamber. And this House is being asked now to conspire in the act of allowing the government to do the very thing that everybody says the government must not do.
Ms. Mottley also insists there can be no significant turnaround until the government restructures the economy. In other news, the strike threat issued by the National Union of Public Workers remains on hold as Acting Labour Minister Senator Maxine McClean intervenes in the layoff dispute at the National Conservation Commission. McClean is set to mediate the talks involving the NCC, the Barbados Workers Union and the National Union of Public Workers at the Labour Department tomorrow afternoon. Talks broke down yesterday after unions and the NCC failed to reach common ground on the first-in, last-out policy. The unions have accused the NCC of breaching the procedure and unfairly dismissing workers. In the meantime, the NUPWU members are on standby to take industrial action once they get the nod from the union. In sports, former Chief Executive Officer of the West Indies Cricket Board, Ernest Hilaire, says the recent change to the captaincy of the West Indies cricket team is premature. Wicketkeeper batsman Dinesh Ramdin is the new skipper replacing Darren Sammy, who led the team for the past 4 years. Hilaire suggests a new man at the helm will not necessarily change the team's fortunes, and he hints that Sammy, his St. Lucian compatriot, did not get a fair deal.
I think there's always an understanding that Darren was going to be interim as a new team was being built, that he was going to lead the interim and the rebuilding phase until the team had reached a stage and until they had the players that can constitute what one may call the ideal team structure. As to whether the West Indies has reached that stage, I don't think so. I still don't think they have all the requirements in place where they can, move in that direction, and therefore it's probably premature to have removed Darren as captain and certainly to discard of him as even a player.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
To the region now, CARICOM countries joined the world in demanding the safe return of over 200 Nigerian girls held and hostage by militant Islamic group Boko Haram. The Denzel Douglas administration in St. Kitts describes the kidnapping as morally reprehensible and expresses strong support for a global pact to defend and champion the rights of all girls to attend school. Grenada's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell also expresses his disgust at the move, and Social Service Minister Delman Thomas says in a modern world community, such barbaric actions must not be allowed to stand. Trinidad and Tobago's Foreign Minister Winston Dukaran says he's pleased that Nigeria is receiving external help to settle the conflict. Today, the Nigeria government signaled it's ready to talk to Boko Haram to negotiate the release of the girls. Further afield in Turkey, several miners were killed after an explosion and a fire at a coal mine. Up to 300 other workers are believed to be trapped underground at the mine in Soma Manisa province, about 2 kilometers below the surface and 4 kilometers from the mine's exit. Feverish search and rescue operations are now underway, but local officials say thick smoke is hampering the rescue efforts. The fire at the mine was reportedly triggered by an electric fault. And that's our 6 p.m. update. You can join us again at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. Subscribe to our e-paper or like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Kmar Jordan. Have a great evening and join us again tomorrow morning.
This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.